Hello and welcome to day 3 of the 7-day chakra balancing aligned to your divine energy. I'm so honored to be here with you right now and to be sharing with you how you can be aligning your energy right now. So this isn't just spiritual. This is for everybody who who's doing the work and really wants to release all that no longer serves them and wants to understand their energy and how they can balance it. So today we are doing the solar plexus. Solar plexus is all about your personal power, which is really, really awesome, which we need right now. There is so much going on in the world, and we really need, to be in a beautiful harmony control of what is going on in our energy, not being the victim and not being, over controlling as well. So we need to know how to balance our chakras, especially this one. So we started with the grounding, with the root chakra. We're onto the sacral chakra, which is connection. Now we're on to power. Here we go. What we're going to start with is saging. So sage, this is sage, white sage. It is what you use to cleanse your home and your energetic field of negative energy and all that no longer serves your highest good. So if you don't have sage, that's fine. But if you do, you can just do it around your body. This is really great to do in your house, especially if someone comes over and you feel like their energy is a bit heavy. Sage is perfect for that. And I have a saying: be friends with people or hang around people that you don't need to sage after you've been around them, which is very true. So now we're going to start with the transmutation of energy. I'd love to know how you are going with the transmutation and any of the tips and tools that have been provided. So please comment in the comment section or reach out to me on Instagram. So now we're going to do transmutation. So I call upon my guides, my loved ones, my guardians and ancestors. I ask that you engulf me in your love. I ask that you cleanse my mind, body, soul, aura. And I ask that you transmute all energies that do not serve my highest good and all negative energies and transmute them into love. I ask this with all of my love. So what we're going to do now is we're going to breathe in, take a deep breath. I'm going to breathe down to the solar plexus. We're going to count to 3. And then when you release, I want you to release the energy like, whoa. Do a sigh and release it from the solar plexus and release all that does not serve your highest good. Let's do this. And breathe in. Hold for 3. 1, 2, 3. And breathe out. Again, breathe in. Hold for 3. 1, 2, 3. And exhale. In again. In through the nose. Hold for 3. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. This one's for the solar plexus, but to transmute any energy, just breathe in and from your body to transmute the energies of other people. I'm sitting up here today. So I would like to talk about the solar plexus. So when it's underactive, we have low self-esteem, lack of self-trust, weak-willed, poor digestion, victim mentality, unreliable, unable to take responsibility, and attraction to stimulants. Are any of these showing up in your life? It's okay if they are. That's why we're here, to acknowledge so we can work through what this is and make a change. Because what we're not changing, we're choosing. And healing and growing is such a beautiful thing. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Being stuck because we feel that we don't want to take responsibility of these things, because we don't want to be aware and conscious of them, it keeps us stuck. So being aware of them are going to help you grow. Now if they're overactive, overly aggressive, need to be right, bossy, power hungry, competitive, attraction to sedatives, conceited, self-centered, hyperactive, narrow-minded. When we have lost our power before, we can then become overly powerful because it's a protection mechanism. So we will then try to control everything, get a little bit aggressive because we want to know what's happening, because we've lost control so many times before. We don't want to end up there again. So this is where we become over, and then we become under when we're trying to balance because we don't know how to balance. So let's have a look at what it is when you're balanced. You're responsible and reliable, healthy self-esteem, spontaneity, playfulness, sense of humour, able to make decisions and meet challenges, and warmth in personality. Doesn't that sound amazing? How divine will it be when we are balanced with our personal power? So in the physical, how this shows up: eating, intestinal or digestive disorders, hyperglycemia, which is diabetes, eczema, acne, food allergies, chronic fatigue, depression, disorders of stomach, which is pancreas, gallbladder, and your liver. Affirmation: I am powerful, confident, and successful in all my ventures. Let's talk a little bit about the solar plexus. The solar plexus is your personal power. It is where it keeps you safe, where you make your decisions from. When you can set healthy boundaries, you then allow your heart space to be open. But if you don't have boundaries, any boundaries at all, you will find that you're unable to open up your heart because you can't trust yourself to make that decision to protect you. So your solar plexus is so important to be able to live a free life. We're not free when we've been hurt. We're not free when we are constantly doubting ourselves and we are feeling like a victim. I can't change anything. Why is nothing happening for me? Why do people treat me like this? But people only treat us the way we allow them to treat us. So we go from this victim mentality to, well, now I'm going to go out to the world and now, no, you can't tell me what to do because I'm not going to be a victim again. You're not going to, I'm always right because I was wrong for so long and I know I'm right, and, you just want to feel good. You don't, because when you're in, underactive, it feels awful. It's heavy. It's lonely. But when you go over, you become overly confident in a sense where you do feel like you're right because you want to feel good. You want to feel in control. No one's going to walk all over me again. But how would it feel if you were just in the middle and you were just playful? You were just content. You were just happy. And it's like, I'm going to say no to that because that doesn't fill up my soul. As I spoke about boundaries, which I felt was very important to really start off with boundaries. I'm going to explain boundaries again. So the way that I understood boundaries was I just allowed anybody into my life to talk about anything, and it's all energy. So they'd be in my life, they would talk about all this heavy stuff, but it's not what they say, it's also the way they say it and the energy that's like radiating off that. And when you're someone who wants to help people, you kind of take all that in. And the way I explain boundaries is that I'm a house and I didn't have a front door. Sorry, I didn't have a front door. So it meant that everywhere that I went, everyone that I spoke to and liaised with, they, in the metaphor, they would come into my house, have a party, make a mess, walk around with muddy feet, and then leave. And that's their energy still in me. And I'm like, I gotta clean up this mess. And it was actually showing up in my relationship with my partner. When people were having, relationship issues, didn't have, a good relationship with the masculine, even though I was conscious of the conversations that were being had, I was so exhausted by the evening when my partner would get home from the situations that were being spoken about that it was actually exhausting me. It was actually affecting my relationship with my partner subconsciously. So it's becoming aware of what the energies are around you, because you become what you hang around. You attract what you are. So you need to be very mindful of this. If you want to feel your personal power, you want to feel your best, you need to boundary the things that are not making you feel amazing. And don't let anyone make you feel bad about it. We live in a society where spending time on ourselves is considered selfish. Saying no to someone is considered selfish. Do you know what's selfish? Doing something for someone when you really don't want to be there. You know, say my sister asks me to go shopping, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to, but she wants me to go, so I'm going to go. And I go, and yeah, I have a good time, but I really didn't want to go. So that energy is already there. But what if I said no? What if I said, you know what, thanks, babe, but I really don't feel like going this week. She's going to be like, that's cool. I'm going to go and ask someone, and they're really excited to go. So by me honouring what I don't want to do is honouring that person as well. So looking after you is not selfish. Putting yourself first is not selfish. So we're a house with no front door. Everyone's just coming in, doing whatever they like, and they're leaving. So I decided to put a front door on. Cleaned up the inside. And then I thought, how do I assert boundaries? I have never been taught how to have boundaries. My mum was a yes person. I became a yes person. And that was very exhausting. I was so unhappy. Feeling that I had to say yes to everything in case someone didn't talk to me. And I was left feeling like crap all the time because I was doing things I didn't want to do. You want to help people, but not in the capacity where you just can't say no. So I started researching boundaries, understood what healthy boundaries were. So when my friend rang me once, and she asked me to do something or asked me for something, and I said, look, can I let you know I'm asserting boundaries and I just need to sit with this. Because I preempted, I said to myself, what's going to happen when someone asks you to do something? Because we are so conditioned to say yes all the time. It's like, hey, can you just, yeah, sure. Because it makes you feel good, but you're making a decision in a feeling or a vibration that you may not be in when you've got to do it. And it can really throw you out because we're so used to just saying yes all the time. So, I just say to people, I'm like, hey, can I get back to you and let you know I'm just really asserting boundaries and wanting to really feel if I'm available, if I'm ready, if I'm able to do it, if I'm emotionally, mentally, and physically available for what it is someone's asking for. There's this thing in the world, in society, where everyone thinks, how do I put it? We can't be everything to everyone. That's why we have different friends. That's why we have different people in our lives, because they all cater to different needs. It's very unrealistic to think that your partner can cater to all your needs. It's maybe they can, but if they can't, don't hold that against them. Don't lose your power or get too powerful because they don't have the capability to support something that you're going through. Same with your friends. You have certain friends that you go to for certain things because they are able to hold that space for you. I never used to ask for help because I was like, oh, I don't want to bother anyone. Where now I'm like, I'm just going to ask. They say no. Then I know that they actually don't, that they're physically, mentally, emotionally unavailable to actually hold that space for me that I need. So the fact that they can say no is doing a service to me because I'm not then going to reach out to someone who actually can't support me through that and actually make them feel worse because they can't do it and make me feel worse because I'm already feeling in a tough place. So with the boundaries, take a moment. Just say, can I just think about this for a moment? That's how you're going to get your power back. That's how a lot of us actually lose our power, through saying yes to things that we don't want to do. So once I started understanding boundaries, I understood who was allowed in my house and who wasn't, because not everyone is allowed in your house. So with these boundaries, there were certain people that could come in, like my best friend. It's like you've got a key. Because I know that when we talk and you talk about the things that you're going through, you're speaking from a place of, this is what's happening. It's not an energy kind of dump on me. She's not dumping anything on me. We are having a conversation about something, and I'm able to hold that space for her. Told my partner he has a key. He's like, I have a key. And I'm like, yeah, but I got a deadlock. So you just can't come in whenever. But then I realized that some people, they can come in for a cuppa, but then they're out. No one lives in my house but me. My kids come in, they're out. But that is a sacred place for you. Your house and your boundaries, sacred place for you. And then there's people who are only allowed in the front yard and not allowed to come in the house at all. And there are the boundaries that I set with my energy when I'm talking to people. When they start talking about something that's really heavy and that, I actually say, I actually don't mentally have the capacity right now for this. Like, look, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm not available for this right now. Look, sorry to hear that. What else has been happening? If I'm not there, I honor me. And through honoring yourself, your life will be different. Like I said, I've done the boundaries, and people who are letting in my house now, they're only allowed in the front yard, or they're only allowed out in the street. So you get to choose, you get to decide. And it was actually a quite difficult thing to do, but it's so beneficial now. Anything worth doing is going to be hard. So another way that you can align and balance your solar plexus is having fun, is wearing yellow, seeing yellow, buy yellow flowers, have yellow things around the house, eating yellow foods. And also the meditation. The solar plexus meditation I will have in the description, and also choosing an affirmation that you really align with, that you can say, I'm strong, I'm confident, I'm fulfilled, I'm successful. All those things that make you feel powerful. Dress yourself as the powerful person that you are. I love my hair out. My hair out makes me feel powerful, like a powerful goddess. My goddess waves. I love them. And then when I'm playful, I wear them in two pigtails, or I plait them. We never stop being children, we just grow up. But that doesn't mean that we don't have fun. So I just want to thank you so much. As we go out, I would like to just play a little bit of the solar plexus singing bowl. If you get comfortable, close your eyes. We'll do 1 minute of the solar plexus singing bowl. Be mindful of where you can feel it. Taking a deep breath. Exhale. Feel it, feel it. It's getting deeper. And what a perfect day it is. It is new moon. The new moon is about what it is that you want to create in your life. Anything new. You're going to start exercising, new thoughts, healthy living, exercise, boundaries, self-love. Now's the day to implement what it is that you're wanting to start new in your life, because the powerful energy from the new moon will help carry you. Please be gentle with yourself, but please do the work. It's only a little bit of work, but you're going to see that you can have massive changes in your life. Thank you so much for being here. I'm completely honored. So much love.